film, haven't been too motivated to film, but pretty recently I ticked over the 365-day mark of ownership with my E92 M3. So I figured, since the other maintenance/ownership update videos seem to be a hit, why not make another one, give everyone the full picture of what it was like to own this car for the past year. I have put a substantial amount of miles on this car in that time period, about almost 23,000 I'm about to hit in just 1 year of ownership. The car currently has 97,000 on it, so I'm roughly, give or take, a quarter of the miles ever put on this car. Did it all in just 1 year, which is pretty amazing. Obviously, with that amount of miles in such a short period of time, there's going to be a cost associated with it. There's going to be a cost associated with it, just general running costs. But I think that a lot of people that don't own these cars, they have a misconception that they're horribly unreliable and cost an arm and a leg to keep on the road. And while that may be true for a lot of poorly maintained cars that you know, have been neglected for most of their life, these motors and these platforms are actually fantastic if you keep up with the maintenance. And I mean, it's just like any other high performance car, right? Keep up with the maintenance, and it won't let you down. And so for this update video, I can confidently say that nothing bad has, or nothing has broken on this vehicle since the last update at 15,000 miles, which I'm ecstatic about. That does, however, come with a bit of a caveat, and that is the fact that more than one time I have gotten the limp mode for throttle actuators. Luckily, every time that it's come on, I've been able to just turn the car off, lock it, unlock it, and restart it, and it clears the code, continue driving fine, no problem. The good thing about throttle actuator failure is that it's not catastrophic like rod bearings would be, which I've already sorted. I do have a video about that on my channel. Feel free to check it out if you'd like. Throttle actuator failure is not catastrophic by any means, which is fantastic. So really, I'm just going to ride it out until they truly fail and I can't just clear the code and keep driving. I'm expecting those to be around $2,000 to complete, which is a pain in the ass, but it's not the end of the world in terms of running costs for a car like this, especially after I've done so many miles in it in such a short amount of time. I can't be too mad that it's finally happened. For those that are looking to buy one of these, I would not let the forum posts that you see online deter you from getting into this car. If you're horrified that bearings are going to spin or the injectors are going to leak, wash the bore out, blow the motor, that's a whole different thing that not that many people know about. I would just say ignore all that and make sure you find the car that is right for you in terms of price, maintenance, mileage. Cars are incredibly reliable if you take care of them. So the way that I found this car is I didn't really care about the spec. I wasn't dead set on I need this color, I need this transmission, I need an LCI. I wanted to find a car that was the correct price, that had been properly cared for, and all of that stuff came second. Which, if you don't have unlimited funds, that's the way to do it. I did kind of get lucky with this spec. I do have speed cloth, I do have single hump. I did get a DCT, which is preferable for this platform for me. I've driven both extensively. It does have a sunroof, but I don't mind at all. I'm not taking it to the track, so I don't need the lower center of gravity that you get with a carbon roof. Sunroofs are nice. But yeah, I wouldn't let the horror stories that you see online deter you. These cars are very manageable, extremely reliable if you take proper care of them, and I think this car here is a testament to that. And it's also not like I bought this car from the original owner. It's been through quite a few hands. It is a clean title, never been in an accident, but I'm the 6th owner of this car, which is, for some people, would probably scare them off, but they had such extensive records of this car that I wasn't scared at all. I knew that every owner that had it in the past really took care of it and treated it as it should have been. And the other plus to that was it was a Southern car, so not an inch or speck of rust on the undercarriage, which has been fantastic. Can't say enough good things about this car so far. Of course, just because the car hasn't broken blown up, left me stranded, anything like that. That doesn't mean that it's cost me $0 to keep on the road. There's definitely still a cost associated with daily driving a car like this. Obviously, you always got to stay on top of oil changes, stupid things like oil level sensor, because this car is an electronic one. Rod bearings was a $2,000 job. Things like that add up, even when you might not necessarily be thinking about it. In the long run, they can add up, so it is something to consider. It's not going to be a Toyota Camry in terms of running costs. But reliability aspect, it is there if you find the right cars. Before I was rudely interrupted by that police officer. Yeah, reliability aspect is definitely there if you find the right car. Low running costs, even on a clean car. I wouldn't say that's there. I'd expect to spend a few $1,000s a year just on keeping it on the road, even if the car doesn't break. But yeah, other than that, I mean, if you've been thinking about it, I think this is your sign. Get your funds together, start the search, and just do it. I've had absolutely no regrets with this car so far. As far as like my plans for this car in the future, I don't really have many. I kind of just want to keep maintaining it and keep driving it. I have some exhaust work done, so I have that excellent S65 exhaust note that everyone craves with these cars. Stock system sucks. It's totally silent, so if you are getting one, I definitely recommend getting the exhaust set up. But other than that, I mean, the suspension feels great. It's not tired or worn out at all. Car is maintained, no warning lights. I mean, ideally, I'd like a nice coilover setup, and maybe just some minor body work, just in terms of like repainting a front bumper from rock chips or stuff like that. But really, other than that, I just want to keep it maintained, keep it on the road, and see where it can take me from here. I have taken this car through, I think, 20 states at this point in less than a year, which has been an awesome adventure. The gas cost associated with that is obviously a killer. Luckily, I did purchase a daily driver about a month ago or so, so now this can strictly be the weekend car. The miles that I'm putting on this are definitely going to drop dramatically in terms of how quickly they run up. I was driving this car excessively just to get to work and back, but don't have to worry about that anymore. The only time I'm going to drive this car is for fun weekend drives or things like this, when I just want to take the camera out and talk to you guys. So yeah, I can't say enough good things about this car. If you do want like specific costs associated with like my rod bearing job or any other things that I've spent money on, feel free to check out the other videos on my channel. Yeah, I think that's going to do it for today's video. A pretty quick one. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to leave a comment if you have any questions about my specific ownership experience. If you have a story about